What's going on, guys? Jackson here. Welcome back to this week's video. Today I want to talk to you guys about why I think the American Express Gold Card is the best card for college students. If you are new to the channel, I like to make personal finance and credit card videos fun, entertaining for everybody, so be sure to put a gentle tap to the like button and smash the subscribe button if you enjoy content like this. One thing I want to say right off the bat before I start this video is this content only applies to people who are going to be paying off their bills each month. If you don't have good credit and you don't plan on paying your bills off every month, don't even think about getting a credit card. This video is not for you. The reason why I say that is because if you can't control how much you're spending each month and you can't control paying off your balances on time, then anything you're going to earn in rewards and on interest is going to be completely wiped out by the interest rates. If you decided to stick with me, so glad. Thanks for joining. So the first thing I want to talk about is the difference between a credit card and a charge card. This is a charge card, which means it's required that you pay it off every month, which is why you saw the intro before. The primary difference between a charge card and a credit card is how you pay your bill. With the charge card, you're required to pay it off every month. With a credit card, you can just pay the minimum balance and then have the remainder balance move over to the next month. You will be paying interest on this, so I never recommend doing that. Always pay your credit card bills on time. Another factor is credit cards have set spending limits. Charge cards do not. Charge cards have a maximum unpublished spending limit. What this means is based on your credit profile and history of the account. On the back end, American Express will keep track of how much they can willingly trust you, unlike a credit card where you have an exact spending limit. You can spend up to this amount per month. There's a little more nuances like balance transfers and cash advances. However, I never recommend using these services as you'll always be charged extra fees for doing so. Charge cards also require that you have a much higher FICO score, therefore anything around the 750 range is usually good. However, I have seen data points all the way down from 650, but your mileage may vary. Next, I want to talk about the sign-up bonus from this card. Now, depending when you watch this video, there could be a couple different offers out there. If you use a referral link, like the one in the description, then you're going to see 4,000 MR points for $4,000 minimum spend. This isn't the best deal by any means. I don't recommend doing this one, only if you're really trying to help someone out. The best deal possible you can find is 50,000 MR points for $2,000 minimum spend. This 50,000 points can be redeemed for over $1,000 in value, and I'll talk about how to do that later on in the video. Going off of Amex's website, this card is perfect for anybody with restaurants, travel, and supermarket expenses each month. The reason why I think these two categories in particular make so much sense is because as a college student, I spend about 80% of my money on supermarkets and restaurants. You get 4x back on supermarkets and restaurants and 3x back on travel. This card really only makes sense if you plan on using those two categories. If you don't, then skip this card. For paying $250 and getting 4x back, there's other cards out there that you can get more maximized value. The travel category is a little restrictive because it only works on airline tickets booked directly through the actual airline itself, so you can't use services like Expedia and get 3x back on those. You're also going to get a $100 credit towards airline fee expenses, and I will admit this is one of the weaker points of the Gold Card. This $100 fee is very restrictive on how American Express wants you to use it. In order to use this credit, you do have to pick the airline that you want to use it for, so I fly Delta all the time. Therefore, I go into American Express and I click what airline I want. Per American Express, this travel incidental credit can only be used for checked bags, itinerary changes, phone reservations, pet flight fees, seat assignment fees, in-flight amenity fees, in-flight entertainment fees, airport lounge day passes, and annual memberships. You cannot use the fee for airline tickets, upgrades, mileage point purchases, mileage point transfer fees, gift cards, duty-free purchases, award tickets. Wow, thanks American Express. So per American Express website, they say you can only use it for those specific categories. However, in practice, it works a little bit differently. I had a flight going from CVG to Denver. I decided to use my credit for a seat upgrade. It ended up being about $83. I then requested to use my airline fee for this amount, and they said, what was this for? I said it was for a seat upgrade, and they said, sure, we'll take care of it. In 3 to 5 business days, sure enough, I got credited for the result. Even though American Express clearly says that this is not valid in their terms, I told the rep that's what I did, and he had no problem taking care of it for me. Another thing about having an American Express card is their customer service is always top notch. I've really never had an issue running into American Express customer service before. Their representatives are always very well knowledgeable in what they're talking about, and they always really are there to help you with your problem. Moving on to the next perk, you do also get $120 in dining credit. This dining credit is divvied out $10 every month, totaling $120 a year. Going off American Express website, this credit is good towards Grubhub, Seamless, the Cheesecake Factory, Ruth's Chris Steakhouse, Boxed, and Shake Shack locations. Participating only. The superpower on here is Grubhub, and this is one of the reasons why I like this card so much, is because I can use this credit at Grubhub instead of going to the restaurant directly. This card also does have no international transaction fees. One thing that I would like to preface is that American Express usually isn't that well accepted overseas. So if you're going to be getting this card for overseas travel, you may want to look somewhere else. That's why I said this is good for college students, because typically college students don't really leave the United States. Just something to keep in mind. Unless you're doing a study abroad, then you got me there. This card also does feature American Express Offers, which is a really useful feature to save yourself some money. What you can do is you can go on there and find stores that you shop at, add these to your card, then by shopping at that store, you're able to save some money. A perfect example of this is if you spent $25 in one transaction at BP Gas, you then got $10 off your billing cycle. This card does come with a $250 annual fee. However, when you subtract the $100 credit from the airline and the $120 dining credit, you can see that we're effectively only spending $30 on this card. With the gold card, you do get purchase protection and return protection. This is one of the features that I think really stands out with this card. It may be something extremely underwhelming and it's kind of hard to put a value on something like this, but when it comes in handy, it's an absolutely godsend that you have it. Basically, what this boils down to is if you buy something and then it either gets broken, stolen, lost, whatever, in the last 3 months, you're able to contact American Express and they will take care of the transaction for you. In the essence of me, I bought something on AliExpress. I used my gold card for it. It ended up breaking after about 2 days. I contacted American Express, filed a claim, and they refunded me all my money, no questions asked. This is why I really like this feature more so than the Discover card. While the Discover card does have no annual fee, if you're going to be making a lot of these higher and riskier purchases, this is an absolutely no-brainer card to have in your wallet. A relatively new feature that American Express has introduced is the extended warranty. American Express has a lot of different rules on how this card works, and it varies from each card. But with the gold card, you're getting up to 1 year additional warranty, and you're covered up to $10,000 up to $50,000 per card. And if you're worried about not being able to spend the minimum spend for this card, there's a really effective way on how you can do it, and I'm going to show you that right here. There's a really great service out there called Plastic. This allows you to use your credit card to be mailed a physical check and then use that check to pay whoever you want. They're very strict about who this goes to, so if you try making it out to yourself, that's not going to fly. So you hit the minimum spend, you have your points, what do you do with them? Well, American Express points are extremely valuable, and you can transfer those points to airline partners such as Delta to be able to get good value from those points. Just by doing a quick Google search, you can see that using 50,000 points is good for about 2 round-trip tickets to anywhere in the United States. As you can see, when you combine all these things together and you can take effective value from the $120 dining credit and the $100 airline credit, then factor in all the purchase protection and extended warranty protection, this card is really a great all-around card. But I really want to know what you guys think. If you like this card, feel free to comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. With that being said, guys, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching this video, and take care.